All right, so we want to bring in our chief legal analyst, Kali Rhodes, to the situation because there were so many questions about how did this person who was wanted for serious charges get released from the hospital. And we saw the police chief say, hey, this is on me. And we got that statement from Atrium saying that an officer needs to be with someone and they legally don't have the ability to hold anyone. But is that something that can they keep a person there while they call police, or should they have done that?
Absolutely not. I mean, they don't have an authority to keep you. There's not an involuntary commitment for a mental health issue where that would probably be the only way that you could keep someone. But if there's no officer there to keep or detain this individual, no, once he's done treated, they're going to release him. Typically, the officer would be here. I watched the body cam footage from DWIs, from accidents that involve DWIs where they take them, the person's getting treated, but they know they've charged this individual. The officer's sitting right there. And then once they're done treating, okay, then they'll leave. But it's rare to see it in a scenario like this. And I appreciate and applaud the chief of police for at least owning their mistake that, yeah, you're going to notify the hospital and you're going to be en route with the individual. You want to notify them to let them know, hey, I'm coming in here with a person that's in custody that needs to be treated. And I'll have somebody with him. Totally missed the ball on what's supposed to happen. And I have not seen that occur like that before in a long time. Now, it does happen, but that right there is not how it's supposed to happen.
Okay.
I'm not saying the hospital should break a law or do anything that's misleading, but I'm trying to also be realistic here. There wasn't a law enforcement there, like maybe should have been. But if I'm the hospital and I know there's someone that we're treating, their treatment is coming to an end. I also know that they're allegedly dangerous. Can you not slow the treatment down and call the law officers and go, hey, we're going to be done with this guy in 30 minutes. We need someone here now because I can't hold him.
I would hope that they wouldn't do that because then folks would be deterred from going to there to get treatment in scenarios like that if they're seeking their job is to treat this individual. Sure. And you would think they're used to clog. This is not a clog. This is another scenario. I have a person that I'm treating that has a potential criminal history, and now you're asking me to step outside of my normal routine.
Right.
They're in the middle of an emergency room treating hundreds of patients that come in there on a routine basis. They're not law enforcement. And because of that, I wouldn't expect them, the burden wouldn't shift to them to ensure that this person is secured. The burden should stay with law enforcement. And so I think that the chief owning that is exactly what needs to happen.
All right, so now that we know how this is supposed to go, say that this suspect had gotten out and had caused harm to someone else. Is there a potential for a lawsuit against the police department?
Absolutely. I mean, that would be duty, breach, causation, and damages. Do you have a duty to secure a person that's in your custody in order that because they're charged at that moment. They're still in your custody. There just was a loss and a lapse in custody. And so they breached it. Causation if damages occurred. Yeah, for sure. A claim could have occurred. Glad nothing bad happened.
Yeah, we certainly are. All right, Clay, thanks for clearing that up. Appreciate that.
Queen City News Plus. Just search Queen City News on your smart TV's app store.